Stop what you're doing for a moment and take a deep breath. Fill your lungs to capacity and hold your breath until you can't stand it for another second. And then when it feels to you like your lungs are going to explode, take a deep breath of air. Tell me, how fantastic does that resuscitation make you feel? My name is Peter Shrumpton. A few years ago, I had a beautiful idea. I wanted to build the biggest labyrinth in the world, made out of speckworm trees. Why a labyrinth? Well, because it's known for promoting introspection and mindfulness. And why speckworm trees? Because this wonder plant is incredibly effective at removing CO2 from the atmosphere. It's probably one of the best carbon gulpers on the planet. And I wanted to build a land art installation that would grab global media attention and send a message to the world. Be mindful of your carbon footprint in the fight against climate change. And this idea didn't just stay an idea. We put everything we had into it, and it soon became a powerful vision. I remember how proud I felt standing at the launch of the Great Labyrinth project in March, and I had Premier Alan Winde standing on my left-hand side and the president of the entrepreneur organization standing on my right-hand side, and in front of me there were hundreds of people, sponsors and volunteers and people from all walks of life who had come together to really celebrate this project and acknowledge its importance as a global tourist destination and a hub for environmental preservation. 10 days later, lockdown hit us. And overnight, our campaign just lost its market relevance as we went into a global pandemic. The sponsorship market collapsed, and we were left without any source of income, and everything that we were working towards got smashed to smithereens. We were forced to leave Stellenbosch and live in the bush, 50 kilometers from the nearest town, where we've been for the last couple of months. And in this place, I've had a lot of time to think about what has happened to our project, what's going on in the world, and what we recognize is that COVID-19 is an economic crisis more than a health crisis. I don't mean to undermine the seriousness of this pandemic or to poo-poo the million souls that have lost their lives as a result of this pandemic. But my heart truly goes out to the hundreds of millions of people on the planet who in this global financial crisis have lost their jobs, have lost their businesses, and everything that they've worked towards for so many years has been ruined by external forces beyond their control. It's the first time in my generation that the whole world is being told what to do and not really given any choice in the matter. And with all the misinformation that is going on, it's created so much insecurity and uncertainty about the future that everybody's lives, as much as what we're trying to adapt to the new normal, are on ice, waiting to see, will there be a COVID-20? Is this the end? Or is this just the beginning? So as a startup entrepreneur, I find myself thinking about this crisis and the impact that it had on me and the vision that we had for building the Great Labyrinth. And something doesn't sit right with me. My spirit jars. Even though I'm in the heart of the African bush and we are living in the arms of Mother Nature, living off of the land, and for so many reasons we're truly blessed to be able to go through lockdown in this environment. At the same time, I recognize that this isn't the answer. Life goes on. So as a startup entrepreneur, like millions of others, I find myself asking questions. Is it okay that COVID-19 comes along and ruins our hopes and our dreams for the future? Do we as a community stand up for the desecration of our human rights? I wonder, could the Great Labyrinth project be more important now than ever before because of its ability to galvanize communities? Is it time to resuscitate the Great Labyrinth? Let me know what you think. I'd be keen to hear from you.